All right, good evening, everybody. It's been a little bit of a time, I should say. A little bit of a time. Why am I going southern or country? Oh god, I just went to a random accent for some reason, and I don't know why I did. Anyway, so we are back once again with our favorite Ace Attorney. Now which Ace Attorney? I don't know. I wonder who's my favorite. Nah, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what my favorite Ace Attorney is? Just kidding. No, it's been a while since I played this. Why am I saying like it's been months? It was literally 3 days ago. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why I treat every time I come back on here like. I don't know why I treat it like it's like like it's been. Oh my gosh, it's been 5 months since I played this game. I treat it like that when like literally like. You guys saw me play it like 3 days ago, so I don't know what you guys honestly. I don't know why you guys stick along for this, because I'm like, I'm treating this like I have not played in like 3 months or so, but in actuality, it's only been like 3 days. So I'm glad you guys stick on for it, though. That's great. Oh god, I just had the worst thought in my brain. Don't ask what it is. Anyway, so. We're about to get back into it. Right now, we're about to go back to the investigation. I believe. Oh, give me 1 second. My camera is off center just a bit. Let me scooch it this way. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, now I'm centered. And just a little more. It's not on like something I can move. It's on like a weird tripod. So give me a second. There we go. Sorry. I'm looking at the wider shot and it's not perfectly centered, so now it is. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, the last time we left off with this, I believe we just found that the sacred cavern was blocked off by 5 of those locks now, and we believe Maya's still trapped in there after the earthquake. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get back into it. And so, prep my voices. Yep, here we are. I put this a little too far to the right. Okay, perfect. Right. Oh, no, sorry. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then. Iris, please remove these at once. Oh yeah, only Iris. I think only Iris knows how to get this. But there is no way that this girl is not Dahlia. I'm telling you, there is no way that she is not Dahlia. No matter what. I just thought of a Hamilton reference, like no matter what she tells you. I'm like no matter what she tells you. I'm like, y'all, we know it's Dahlia. We all know. We ain't dumb. This is Dahlia Hawthorne without there's no doubt in my mind. Iris is Dahlia Hawthorne. So anyway, let's see if she can open them. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can.
Oh, see. So now she lost the ability to.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
Can only Misty do it? Or who else? I don't know. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks?
Yes.
Convenient. Just kidding.
Yes.
If only I was strong. Is he gonna like punch it? Like punch the locks off? We'd be like, here, come on, you want a piece of me? Yeah! Edgeworth. How are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Do you want me to bring some color back into your face? Jesus. Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Okay, real quick. I was about to say like, Francesca. She was about to say like, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on the suspect. She like wraps her whip around her. She's like, she'll be fine. Don't worry. and then Dolly, Iris, help me! Phoenix, help me! And then Edgeworth, he's like, I think this is, well, no, he got it in the trial. He got it in the trial against Von Karma. But I'm pretty sure even before that trial, I'm pretty sure since they kind of grew up together, I'm pretty sure like she's whipped him multiple times. There's no way that he hasn't been hit by her whip before. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'm sorry. Yes, mistress. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. God, I don't want to do that.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off. Oh no! Edgy, my poor Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that is la la la.
Imagine like you know how people like voice actors have bloopers, they have outtakes or bloopers in their things. Imagine they go like they animate them and like, how they're animated is like,
at any rate, it seems that we'll do that again.
I want to see how they would animate that, honestly.
At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help.
You. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all.
Is your name really Dahlia?
Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that.
Sure, that's what she's trying to say,
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred... I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this?
You.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks. I don't think it's that simple, Francesca Von Karma.
Oh, he said her full name again. She's gonna whip him.
When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean?
It means you set them.
It means that someone wanted to... Excuse me. Ooh,
I ate a big dinner, so sorry.
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of ways. There's hundreds. Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them.
We don't have time.
But
it will take time, won't it?
Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. She is like hungry or thirsty. She's been trapped in there for like 2-3 days at this point. She's close to death. I mean, she's not frozen at this point. She's a strong girl if she can handle all that, because Lord knows neither of us, definitely I can't. She has to have the iron will to go through that, and I don't. I'm sorry. I think at that point I just kill myself, because that would be too much.
You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Huh? Please, Iris. Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your let me say that again. Blah, blah. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were. Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth.
So not only do we have to deal with those locks, we have to deal with these locks. You ready to have fun?
I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Please don't look at me like that.
I think we already examined from the last time, so I think we're good on that end. Let me see here. Sorry, I have to like move my thing around. Let's see.
This door. When I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. Wow, Francesca. Wow, what kind of great insight is that? It's almost as if that's the point. I've never seen locks quite like these before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. It's almost as if I just saw them right now. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern.
Alright, I think we got everything. We'll come back and get Iris. But first we got to look at everything we can get before, just to be sure.
I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls.
Oh my god. If Pearls saw the murder, oh god, I feel so bad for her.
Oh, my sweet princess, you'll be so much better soon. Don't worry.
I think we are. I think there's anything to see here. Yeah, I think we slide over. I don't think there's anything here that we need to see. Well, we got to go inside the thing, so let's go to the garden.
The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job.
Oh, hello. Especially with Yep, that's Edgeworth. That's Edgeworth for you. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow. I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ugh. Hey, don't you... Oh, I thought he was like he looked away or something. Like Phoenix, I mean. I thought Phoenix looked away, but I didn't think that Edgeworth was like going away. Hey, don't you dare run away. Don't run away from me. I love you. What do you want, right? What do I want? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Okay. Oh god, this is so good. I love it. Go on, laugh away. Laugh like this. Ha 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 ha. Oh god, this is so good. He wanted to hug it out. Oh god, this is so great. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. What? Tell me. Well, we'll get to it. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood? You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect. Maya? Sorry. I thought that was Edgeworth talking. You don't think it was Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well. Oh, okay. Sorry, I finally read the entire thing. I have trouble reading through the entire line, so that's why. We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. That's our job, right? So this is the third time Maya is accused of murder. Maya, can you please get a hobby? Please. That way you won't probably get accused of this every single time there's a freaking murder. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No. Though thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. That's good. That's a good start. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. Oh god, this still sucks. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Oh boy. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. That's the thing though, like, is it really that easy to say the earthquake killed his dad? I'm not gonna say it was, because obviously Manfred von Karma was still gonna kill him that day, or do something like, you know what I mean. But it just sucks that he believes if they weren't in there at the time, then his dad probably wouldn't have died per se, and that's why he still has that fear of earthquakes. But it's kind of hard to say that. I'm not saying that his fear of earthquakes because of the murder is unjustified. I'm not saying that. It's totally justified, and I understand that. But to say that the fact that he believes that his dad, everything was lost because of that earthquake, if they weren't in the elevator that day, it's like, is it really fair to say that? Because I feel like Von Karma would have done anything he could have to kill his dad, and it's kind of hard to say that he would. It's kind of hard for me to agree with that, but I totally understand, and I'm not trying to say that it's not justified. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there. It's like, and the case was resolved 2 years ago. You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become my lawyer for my sake. Not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? Please and thank you. Someone finally pointed it out. Like, understand, okay. Trauma takes a long time to get over. And I understand that. I very much understand that, and I know that some people can never go away. But self-pity doesn't help. So, while it can help you in the beginning, it can help feeling like you're responsible, and like that helps you. That can sometimes help you get on the path of getting over it. Always holding onto it is never a good thing. So, I hope he gets over it soon. Not like over, like, oh come on, it was 17 years ago, 2 years ago, get over it. It's like, no, take your time, but hopefully you can put this behind you. Okay, now we can finally figure out what he's talking about Iris. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait, not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. Is he finally pointing out that she looks like Dahlia, and that she actually is Dahlia? Please swear to God, tell me that that's Dahlia Hawthorne. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for a file. Yes, I checked over every case. Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on, and I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago. Is this Dahlia? 6 years ago. It was my Tell me it's Dahlia! Tell me it's Dahlia! It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, right? I can't... Just tell us! Please! Give me it! Tell me that it is Dahlia Hawthorne, and tell me that I'm right! Sorry if I'm screaming into the mic, but it's been like 3 weeks of this crap, and I want to know that this is actually Dahlia! Please, please, put me out of my misery, for God's sake. Okay, we'll keep going. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. For God's sake, it's freaking Dahlia Hawthorne! Why are we treating her like she's not? She ain't! It's Dahlia! The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and the Hazakura temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Really? You want to claim that she doesn't look exactly the same as the person we have in the inner temple right now? Okay, whatever. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. He knows. Do we have something? Do we have her profile? No, we don't. Frick. Do we have anything in our things to show that is Dahlia? We don't know. We don't have anything. We pretty much saw everything in here, I think. Well, we've got to examine everything. We need to get everything we can. Why is this the only area with no snow? Someone must have cleared it away. What other explanation is there? Of course, I played the what if game as well. But when I asked our trusty bungler, Detective Gumshoe, he said it wasn't him. Of course. I suppose Edgeworth has a point. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason to do so. I just can't imagine what that reason could be. Alright, we already got that. Still gotta get constructed. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. It belonged to the victim. We're sure of that now. It's going in the evidence room once the investigation is over, so hands off, right? You don't need to tell me that. Well, our dear friend Larry just tried to... Mr. Larry Donim, why are you like this? I am trying so hard to be friendly with you, but you make it too hard. So please, for my sake, stop. Well, our dear friend Larry just tried to steal it when no one was looking. He probably just wanted something to remember his esteemed teacher by. And that is true, I guess, sentimentality, but still. A little lantern, a little statue. It's small, but the whole place is incredibly well kept. There's just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow or frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken by someone. Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something? Don't be ridiculous, right? No detective would be that careless at a crime scene. He's really angry. I better not say it was Gumshoe or her salary's gonna pay. I forgot that Gumshoe did that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gumshoe. I won't give you away. Don't worry. I won't do that to you. Oh, no. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, we got that. We already got these, but we got to take again. These torches are torches of the naked flame variety. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Accordingly to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, Maya was training up here, so there's nothing strange about that. Except what? Apparently, they don't light these torches for training sessions. Oh, interesting. Huh? I heard that too much light isn't conductive. I heard that too much light isn't conducive to spiritual training. Oh. I didn't know that. Of course not, because you're not into the spirit stuff, Phoenix. I suppose you've noticed that Maya's name is written on this lantern. It's pretty hard to miss, you know. Excuse me. It's written in Miss Donim's blood. She was probably forced up against the lantern by the killer. Then with her back against the lantern, she wrote that name with her finger. That's why it's written upside down. You think the victim wrote this herself? Isn't that the obvious conclusion? I don't think you believe that. We've seen what happened. Well, come on. Edgeworth, you saw what happened the first time that happened, where someone wrote Maya's name on a receipt paper, right? So we probably know this probably wasn't the actual victim, right? Right. Please don't play it like that with me. I don't have time for this. But why would she write Maya's name? Are you a dumbass? I don't think that's something I want to discuss with you. He's trying to make sure like we're not thinking the worst. Can we not examine this broom? This broom is suspicious. Oh god, something's stuck on my nose, sorry. I think we got everything we can for now. And we already talked with them as much as we can, so we gotta get back in. Let's go to the other side. I don't think we did anything on the other side of the bridge for a while. So let's do it. I think we have to go to Heavenly Hall, I'm guessing? It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you are all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack. Thank you. The game actually pointed me in the right direction. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Okay, let's go. Let's go down.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, well, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mr. Maya? Is she alright?
Pearls, she's gone.
What? Mr. Maya!
She's like crying. He's like, look at your face. And he's like, she slaps him.
Don't you do that again to me, Mr. Right, Mr. Nick.
She starts crying.
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry?
This is the...
Don't you dare call Pearl a loser, you loser. Don't you dare say that about her. She is perfect. You hear that? She is a perfect girl.
She ain't no loser in my eyes. She ain't a loser. Oh god, why did I go into like an entire like loser rant?
This is the loser shack where losers go get to... This is the loser shack where losers get together to lose themselves.
This is the... What?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Laurice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls.
We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man?
My thoughts exactly. Larry, do you need help? We'll help you with anything you need.
No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Speak for yourself. Like, can Phoenix say, like, right back at you or something?
Oh, Mystic Maya. Oh, Mystic Maya.
Pearl, are you okay?
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
Ha! I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes forevermore.
What am I gonna do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew! I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night! But Mr. Larice, you're stupid. Not you too! Please don't look at me like that, Pearl! Don't look at me like I'm some kind of a nutcase! I beg of you!
Poor Larry. He is a nutcase, let's be honest. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, so I was half asleep when I was there that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck!
That is true. He probably was, like, well, then again, sorry. Why am I believing every single word this guy says? I don't know.
And I saw what I saw! It was exactly like I drew in the picture!
It looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value.
Hey! What's with that look of down on your face? Oh, Mr. Nick, is he always this dumb?
Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm too stupid, goo goo gaga. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Oh, she... Pearl, what did you do? My sweet summer child, what did you do? Oh no, Pearl. Are we really gonna grill her on this? I don't want to grill a child. Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donim's room reading a book together. But Miss Donim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Pearl. Oh, 5. Oh no, Pearl. Why? Why no? I don't want to put Pearl through this. She's just a child. No. Pearl, I'm sorry.
I've been...
No. You are not a bad girl. No. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say that. You're not a bad girl. You're a nice little child. You didn't do anything wrong. You'll be okay. I won't. I don't want to push her too much. I don't want to push her, but I feel like I have to.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
Oh, no, Pearl, no. What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power.
Oh no. Pearl. No, Pearl. What happened? Oh, I feel so bad now. My sweet child. It's okay, you'll be okay. Don't worry. I'm here. I still have to break your psych-locks, but I'm here, don't worry.
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me.
Oh.
A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
We were all thinking the same thing.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pearls. Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? But who was she trying to channel?
Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That was really cruel of you!
Everyone's all crying. I didn't mean to. Everyone's all crying.
Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her cyclops to get the truth out of her. Okay, well, let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything we can look for here. Look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. True. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister...
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. Get out of my brain. Get out of my brain. Get out of my brain. Phoenix, why would you do that to us? Oh, God. Get it out of my brain. Get it out of my brain. Get it out of my brain. Oh, God. Like, think of kittens. Think of kittens. Think of kittens. Ugh. God.
Do I have to read the lines?
I'll read it, but I'm not gonna like it.
Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Oh, I've got to think of kittens. Think of the kittens. Oh, Jesus. Why would you do that, Phoenix? Like, the stream was going fine until you mentioned that. Why did you have to do that?
No, great. Now I have thoughts in my brain.
These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up.
That is true. I wonder what, I know there's a term for the thing that goes upstream and everything, but I forgot what that is.
The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spent a night in this little freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates at... Woo!
Phoenix, what the hell?
You'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning.
What? So are you saying that Larry should have died that night? Oh, God. That's like morbid. Poor Larry having to be roasted like this.
That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black. What's pitch back? Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above.
Let's see. I think we can present evidence to her. Like, present the profile so she can give us more information.
Pearls? It's no good. She's in no condition to look at anything from me right now.
Can we present her?
No, she's not. She's not gonna talk.
Okay, we gotta get out of here.
I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Oh, God. Oh, God, Bikini, what's wrong?
Well, what's the damage? How was the sacred cavern?
It looks like it survived. But we have a bigger problem now.
I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks. The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Kurine tradition.
Why am I like,
The only people who know about those locks are the ones about the Kurine tradition.
we have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about. Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurine disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Kurine tradition's main family line."
Is it Morgan Fay? We know that she wants Pearl to be in the main line, so... Is Morgan Fay here?
I am here to put a stop to them.
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Kurine, and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will pull out your...
Oh. But if someone's trying to destroy the main family line, the only one we know who's been trying to do that is Morgan. But isn't Morgan in jail or something? I think that's what happened the last time we saw Morgan Fay. I think so.
Branch families always have, and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
Huh? Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? I guess. I mean, you don't know. It's like a lot to these people.
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask Damask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Poor Mia. I miss her so much. Thanks to Maya, Mia is always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Kurine technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous scale?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expect you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? I'll have you know, I'm very rich. By other means, like not by doing the technique, but by other means. How do you think I got this figure?
So it's like he's like, are you implying you are a prostitute?
How dare you think of that, you young man? I was never a prostitute. Never. I only did strip clubs. people don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
Are they talking about the one that Misty Faye did? A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago.
This one.
That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
Yeah, she is. That incident. Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
Yep, that's it. The DL6 incident. I knew it. Let's get it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
Sorry.
You'll be a perfect pawn in my scheme.
She's like really trying to like get him involved in everything. Let me fix this. There we go. That should do the trick.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
A murder that took place 17 years ago. There we go. It was the first time in the country's history. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how. I'm trying to figure out how the heck what the heck she's trying to do, because I'm like. Because that seems like a hard thing to do. Like, look at this. I think I'm matching it. Like, is it? I had to do this, like, having like actually move my fingers. But is this what she's doing? I'm trying to match it. Yeah, this is what she's doing. But holy crap, my fingers hurt. Like, I don't know I don't know how they do that. Maybe it's like it's a female thing with longer fingers. I don't know. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling. Oh, sorry, that was a bikini.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that evidence, the investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right. He was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Quran tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media. The public, the judiciary, the people of Quran Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. Ha ha! The Quran tradition is starting to recover at last.
Excuse me.
But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya?
The spiritual power of the Quran channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. I wonder if there ever, like, I know like it's only the women, but like I wonder if there's ever been that like one-off case where a guy gets to be ever got the spiritual powers, because we kind of see that thing happening with Phoenix sometimes. So I wonder if there's ever been those like little hiccups, like not a hiccup, those little moments when a guy gets a power, gets those like powers. I ever wonder if that is.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch. Sorry, let me say that again. And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy.
Huh? You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored?
Interesting.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Did Mia really think she had to fight Maya over the thing? Because, well, I guess we don't properly get to know the sisters that well enough to see how they interacted, but like, I'm kind of guessing that Mia didn't kind of want to be the master, so she wanted to give it to her sister, I want to say? Have Maya take over, but I don't know. Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
Oh yeah, that's right. Morgan Faye. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Oh, that's right, because it's supposed to be the eldest.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Yep. Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Kurine Village. There's the silhouette. I knew it. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. That's right. That's why Maya was accused of her second murder thing, because Mystic Morgan helped that woman kill that guy, and it was all blamed on Maya. That's right. I forgot about that. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What are you trying to say? What's Iris got to do with any of this? Oh! Okay. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Well, this is interesting. It doesn't mean that she's not Dahlia, but... okay. So... Morgan had another daughter. Huh? Okay. I don't know where to go with this. Very interested, but not sure where this is going. Let's keep going, though. Did anyone else see this revelation coming? Because I sure didn't. Because I totally forgot about Morgan. And this is interesting.
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter. Did you just say that Iris is? Let me back up for this because I need to be a dramatic for this. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Whoops. she's like, oopsie, I did it again. She's like, oops, I did it again. Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. Yes! We're talking about Pearl, not Iris. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. So she didn't know that Pearl was... Bruh! And here I was, thinking she kept logs of every single person in the Faye family line. She didn't know that Pearl was another daughter of Morgan? Bikini, are you kidding me? You jest! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Oh, Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. Ugh, I cannot look at her. Ugh. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. Didn't he? I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Who's the third? Don't tell me. Are you guys having the same thought I have? Because if she's saying what I think she's saying, then I think I may have been wrong this entire time. And I do not know how I feel about that. Not that I feel like it's a bad thing that I'm wrong. It's definitely not that. I'm like, I am very interested to see if this is going where I think it's going. Because who's the third daughter? Tell me who. Tell me, Bikini. Tell me everything you know. Spill the beans, sister.
Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris.
They are going with it this way. Oh my god. They are going this path. Well, while I will say, I'm still saying this way, while we can't be certain that the Iris we have right now is not Dahlia, the fact that they're twins is something I did not expect. I mean, I probably should have seen it coming, but interesting. But wait a minute. Does that mean Dahlia also has spiritual powers? Then we have a problem. A big problem now that I think about it. Because even if she's in prison, she can still come after us. So, Tell me what we gotta do, Bikini. Tell me what we gotta do to protect myself. Tell me now!
Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
What? Twin sister?
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago.
We don't know shit. Come on, Bikini.
After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
Oh god, that face. Ugh.
It was many years later that Corine's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a
There it is. Right there.
He was a jeweler. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? No. Here comes the bomb. Here it comes. Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearl's had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls.
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens.
We know it's Dahlia. We know it's her.
But this information would be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Okay, now that we have the information, we can finally ask Edgeworth about her. Well, we already have the information, so let's get out of here. Edgeworth, I'm coming! I'm coming, baby! Move! Everyone move! Out of the way! We have information! We have information! I got information! We're like running. He's like, I got information! Falls to the bridge. Ah! Okay, I got the person you want, Edgy. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files. I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler? He's like, twin sister, a jeweler. He's checking all the boxes. I have to give him the information. Right. I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. There she is! We all knew. It's the twin. Well, we know that she has a twin sister, and it's Dahlia. But that doesn't mean that the Iris we have right now is not Dahlia. We know it ain't. I'm gonna die on this hill. That's a bold statement, but like, this, oh my god. We thought this entire time, well, I thought this entire time, that Dahlia was Iris, but nope, she's just a twin. She has a twin sister, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. This is just hitting me in all the wrong spots, and it's making me so mad that I was, for like 3 weeks, for like 2-3 weeks at this point, that I thought that that girl and this girl right here on the screen were the same person. They're just twins. Don't know how I feel about that. That's great writing there, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of weird writing and kind of dumb writing at the same time. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. We gotta keep going. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please, tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn. Excuse me. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. Yep, Terry Falls. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. There you go. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. Yeah. And 5 years after that, she died. She murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. This is when she entered my life. That's when Miss Dahlia Hawthorne walked into my life. She said, "I know you are a man of honor." I'm really I threw in 2 Hamilton references today. This is great. The woman who tried to kill me. The woman who tried to kill me. I didn't know that. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this game. Wipe that smug ass smile off of your face and tell me where she is. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia. Oh! Well. Okay. This is interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. Definitely don't, because I seriously thought that she was still alive and she escaped prison. Now that she's dead. Did someone shank her in prison or something? Oh God. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Dahlia, sorry. Don't kill me, please. I'm begging you. Please don't kill me. But, dang. This throws off my entire Dahlia is actually Iris thing off the rails now, doesn't it, huh? I guess I'll just die on that hill then. I guess I'm dead on the hill, and everyone's like, yep, that was the wrong hill to die on, I guess. Okay, this threw a wrench in the works. Now I don't know who is the real killer now. Because I thought that Dahlia was still alive, so that's why I thought that my entire thing was that she's pretending to be Iris. But now that Dahlia is dead, now that threw my entire plan off the rails. Or my entire theory off the rails. So, well, great. Now I know how I feel about this. We'll see how this goes, but we'll have to see how it plays out, shall we? Because this is very interesting, I will say. Very, very interesting. Alrighty, okay. Now, we gotta see how it plays out, because now I don't know anymore who's the real killer of this case. Now that Dahlia is dead, really interested to see how this plays out. Okay, let's go. It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, okay, Edward, what the hell are you saying? Okay, what the... Bruh. You are making absolutely no sense right now. I understand what you're trying to say, but it still don't make any sense. It's still dumb. Still very dumb. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to a Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest to okay. You see my point? This is dumb. So dumb. Let me try that one more time. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to a story. See, this is hard. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. He's trying to put it lightly. Because don't. I want to know the truth. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Huh? Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. And her sentence was finally carried out. Did she get the death sentence? Oh. Okay. Now we have information, thank God. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. Not necessarily, Edgeworth. I know you don't believe in that spiritual stuff, but she can still be connected in a certain way. We know that she can be connected. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. Sure. There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karine channeling technique. Did you say Karine channeling technique? I thought you were gonna say like, what are you trying to say, right? This is it's all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Do you know something about it? Yes. Don't you dare say that on sacred ground right now, Edgeworth. You are treading on some very, very thin ice, so careful. Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent?
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry, Edgeworth, but still don't say that words on these grounds. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. I guess that's why he hates. Well, not hates. He chooses not to believe in the spirit stuff, which I understand. But at the same time, it's like, is it really easy to say that when it was just maybe like a fluke oopsie daisy for that one time? Edgeworth. Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file, and you'll know. Of course. How could I forget?
Me too.
Edgeworth was the victim in that case.
Edgeworth, you'll understand someday, but not today. And then you'll see that the Karayan channeling technique is real.
Poor Edgeworth. Okay. I think we can finally break those cyclocks. I think we have enough information now. So, let's do it. Let's try it.
Here we go. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hasakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
Can we present both Larry or Sister Bikini? Yeah, Bikini.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini?
Her testimony in court today was very clear.
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hasakura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
One down. Excuse me.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m. I think.
Why didn't you take the snowmobile? I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m. But what you say doesn't add up with this.
Oh yeah, that's right. She rang the bell, the lights out. How did I forget that?
You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Huh?
Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me.
That's true. You did talk to him right before.
Like, the most reliable witness we have.
Who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right.
I remember. Okay, one more. 2 down, 1 to go. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility.
What do I say? Let's try this. There were 2 of you.
On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling is certain.
Oh no! Don't tell me. The person Pearl tried and failed to... Was she trying to channel Dahlia? Oh no! Pearl! Why would you do that?
The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me.
Your twin sister.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is the channeling dojo, a training ground of the Karine channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Was it Pearl? Was Pearl the one who dared try to channel that woman?
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
Really? You really want to believe that?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
He's like, excuse me? He's like, excuse me? Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do, I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
What did you do? You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. Huh? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path.
Oh. But what did Iris have to do with any of these?
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence.
Keep going.
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all,
Oh! So you aren't without sin. Okay.
After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
Were they planning to do a switcheroo or something? What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father. That's awful.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
So is she trying to say that Dahlia wanted to get revenge on their father? She wanted to get because of abandoning their mother. I don't fully believe you on that, but I'll take it what I can get right now.
It was revenge on our father.
But revenge?
What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The Main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of crime.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Quran tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
So everything just goes back to DL6, huh? Even the first game did that.
After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hatsukura Temple.
Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family, I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the history of the Fay clan.
That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer,
She began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guy.
Oh! Woo! Well. And Matt's just like, well, she said she hated his guts. And Phoenix was like, he's like runs out the thing. Runs out of the cave.
She said she hated his guts. Huh. I see. Thank you for your help. Is there a good place to kill myself?
I like that blooper from that outtake from the Ace Attorney anime. That's always so much fun to hear.
I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome.
Oh, jeez. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. Thank you. I suppose I better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's psych lock.
Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
Anything else at the garden?
Nope. Here we go. I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. Well, you know what that means. We gotta find some more info. Let's go back to the main hall. Well, I think we talked to everything. Yeah, we did everything with her. Let's see. Let's go to the courtyard. I think we haven't gone there. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that? What tune is that they're humming? Oh, it's Gumshoe. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room and grind. Whoa, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal.
Huh? Who? Me?
How long have you been there?
Long enough. It's like, long enough. I just got here.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon?
That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? What letter?
I'll be right back and use the bathroom real quick. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. Sorry, I also went and got me a soda. Okay, back to it. Back to it. So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt.
Nope, we can't. So tell me everything you know. Now.
Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden.
Yeah, we know that.
And they're talking about that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean?
I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? Let me guess. She's gonna be the murder suspect.
You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godot.
Of course he did. Godot? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter.
Burnt up old letter?
Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the Inner Temple.
The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. There we go. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case.
It has relation to the case at all, definitely. Spirit mediums? Burnt letter added to the court record. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
Okay, let's take a look at that real quick. Be careful once that is. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Oh! Am I right that because if this is the thing that breaks the cyclock, then oh no, Pearl, oh no. Her name is blank. She's all the whole picture of her. Use it when you channel. I know you can do it. Once it's burned, also make. Oh no! Oh god! I think Iris did it, and not Iris. I think Pearl channeled Dahlia, and that ain't good. That ain't good. Oh no! So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the Shichi Shido that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. Maybe a duck, but I'm not a chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours?
You want to know? You've got to think scientifically, okay?
All right.
The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? And any questions so far?
No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. Thank you.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector!
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Nope, no one raising their hand? Perfect, we all saw this coming.
Well, you want to give a scientific... Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
Huh? Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Why not? Let's have fun.
Come on, pal. It's good fun. I'm telling you.
All right then. I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high tech you could skydive off of it.
Oh, bother.
So, now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure. That's what we're trying to find out.
Right. So first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector's best. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit on something metallic. And when that happens, press enter to give the area a good hard stare.
I missed the first part.
This thing picks up a metallic object that I'm imprinting. Take a good look at everything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal?
Oh my god, they go so fast. That's the ladder.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step. Oh, why are we doing the entire step ladder thing? We don't have time for this. That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking out the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing.
No, they're not. They're completely different.
You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal.
The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Thank you. It's just a pair of skis. Nothing useful for our case here.
I'm actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal. I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind.
Really? I had no idea. How good are you then?
Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard.
That's a pretty detailed answer. Not really. I know it's sarcasm, but still.
Oh, but you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy.
So were you the one that smeared gravy on the painting in the inner temple? Ugh. The guy's losing it. Must be the altitude. We better get back to the investigation. What the? This must be an old panhandler or something.
How do you know that?
Huh? What?
That was my nickname in junior high.
Old panhandle? What? Panhandle?
I didn't have much money back then, pal. I used to bum stuff off the other kids sometimes, so they called me Panhandler.
Panhandler, huh? I can see that. Panhandler, huh? I can see that.
Thinking back, it's actually kind of a nice memory now. That Shichi Shido next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending it as one.
Yes, I heard something about that.
You know what I think about sometimes?
What?
What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division.
You think about that kind of stuff, detective?
Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
Oh yeah, that's right. He made the Blue Badger mascot. I remember that. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. Oh, this is interesting. This is Miss O'Neem's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it?
It's weird that this thing is causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
What the? Ah, the top is coming off.
Look what you've done! You've damaged a really important piece of evidence!
Ah! It's actually a sword. Okay, well, I think we found the murder weapon. It's right there. So why didn't Miss O'Neem? Why didn't Miss O'Neem protect herself?
That's it!
A sword.
Inside the staff!
Is this? Could it be?
The murder weapon?!
I'd never have guessed there'd been a I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have been stabbed, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I officially I've been on that since episode 2. I've been there since season 1, the first game, episode 2. I've been there and I never knew where he was going with this stuff at all. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh?
No. I'm sure someone... No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. This thing's definitely gotta be the murder weapon, pal. Great job, pal.
It's about the same length as the Shishito too. This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal.
He's like running.
Oh, whoops.
Stab himself. I'm not gonna be giving him. Wait up, detective.
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know.
You're going to get that stuff You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please, just until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this got to do with her?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh. How so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think
Maya's been... Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. Oh god, he doesn't want to think that Maya got killed too.
You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay. Just stop it with that face, pal. One thing though. this staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay. Now, you take good care of it, okay, pal?
Thank you, Detective.
Don't worry. She'll be fine. Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Sure. Thanks. Victim staff received from Detective Gumshoe for safekeeping. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Alicia Donim doing with a staff like this in the first place? Is there anything else we can ask him? I think we got everything we can.
She sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, her past, it's all a complete mystery.
Not quite. She was Maya's mother. But Gumshoe doesn't know that yet.
Just like every other case, huh? Always a mystery. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lying type to me.
But there was a problem with her testimony, wasn't there?
Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing, and it came out wrong. That's all. I know what it's like. It happens to me all the time. I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not so sure anymore. The clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Iris could have done it now.
What clues are you talking about?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess I can let you in on it. The fact that the inner temple garden was the crime scene, and that bloody writing. However you look at it, Maya faced the only person who... Hey, quit giving me that evil stare, would you? You look like you just...
I'm sorry, Gumshoe, but you were gonna try to say that Maya killed her, really? Oh, God.
Hey, quit giving me that evil stare, would you? You look just like Mr. Edgeworth.
It wasn't Maya. There was no way it could have been her.
I knew I shouldn't have said anything. It's like, I knew I shouldn't have said anything.
Does he know anything about Dahlia? I don't think so. Yep, do it. Okay.
The situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in the secret cavern, though. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. We've gotta get her out fast, or it could be bad, pal.
Isn't there anything you can do, Detective?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Godot put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around.
Godot?
Yeah, the coffee-drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal. The girl was trapped over at the inner temple since the night of the murder.
Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me.
She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying.
I think we asked everything. Okay. I think we have enough things to talk to Pearl about now. Let's see if they're back. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick. Ah, you're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off.
I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need.
Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Let's do it. Pearls, prepare yourself. You can... Let me save here real quick. Let me just save here because I don't want to do all that stuff again. Don't worry, Pearls. You're a strong girl. I believe in you. Here we go. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Stoneem's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Stoneem's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? She went to the inner temple. You went here, didn't you, Pearls?
Huh.
Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. It was Maya. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? It was Maya, wasn't it?
Huh?
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. I signed up for your special course.
Wow, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hatsukura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Huh? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How'd you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell? She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh, I
think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. What was it? Where was that one thing? This. I think it's this. Yeah.
There it is. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Well, where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, would you please take that smile off your face? Stop looking at me like that.
What are you talking about, Mr. Nick?
I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was it Dahlia? Yep, Dahlia. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. Okay, 3 down, 2 to go. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. Ooh, we gotta break it to her, don't we? About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? Was it her mother? Yep, her mother. Knew it. It's all part of a plan. Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? She's like he hears her heart beating. He's like, what the? Is that coming from you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you...
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Okay, one more. All right, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back? Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me. Just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it. I knew you couldn't prove I was a murderer. I didn't do it. Bye, Mr. Nick.
She runs out. Hey, come back here, Pearl! However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
a simple mistake. What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Now, what did the word say? I forgot.
Okay. Be careful. Once it should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is blank. Blah, blah. Here is a picture of her. Use it. Do not tell. Should be, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is blank. She is all blank. The whole. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once it is burned, also make sure. Do not tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring. We misunderstood him. This proves it. What does she misunderstand? Okay, see if the child. I think it's the last part. That's a lot of words, big words for a little child. So. Oh. I think it was this. There we go. That's it. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like...
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast. Oh, gravy. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donim on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together.
But really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise? So, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
Wait. Was Pearl showing her the letter and Mystic Misty's like,
well, I'm going to die tonight. Sure, Miss Donim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. There we go.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless.
no, you're not, Pearl. Maybe you kind of helped with the murder, but you're not useless.
I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Oh, Pearl. I'm sorry.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll. I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Khura'in, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then...
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes. I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then,
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. And Fina's like, anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. And there was no one in the training hall.
Oh my god, she was all alone. Oh, Pearl, that's like horrifying. A 9-year-old, you're stuck on the other side. There's no one else, and all you know, Maya is in there, but you can't interrupt her. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Pearl.
I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by checking the gravy on the scroll while you cried.
Oh, Pearl. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Yeah, don't. Okay, last thing.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that.
So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it was anyway? What it is anyway?
Uh-oh. I think I may be right that Dahlia is being channeled through Iris right now. And we wouldn't know a difference because they're twins. And if Pearl has been trying all day, all night for the past day, and she couldn't get her spirit, that can only mean one thing.
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yup, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Oh my God, Larry, what kind of analogy is this?
Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Is she dead too?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Oh no, she wouldn't know what that is.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month, she told me.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fake Clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
She threatened me, and I loved it. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? Even murder!
She said it was for the good of the Fake Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fake Clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so. Yeah.
There was a picture with her letter too,
A picture?
of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry, true. Let me say it again. Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already.
Burnt letter updated in the court record. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. She's dead, and she's a demon too.
She starts like maniacally laughing.
So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on her face.
It's kind of hard to be mean to her when she has that face too. I'm like, oh, Pearl, I'm so sorry.
What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh, Godot.
Finally figured out, have you, Trite?
Figured out what?
You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot!
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time.
Why do you say that?
Because Maya Fey isn't coming back.
Uh-oh. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters, caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them.
But I didn't know anything about what was going on.
What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all.
He's blaming me for their deaths? Well, Maya is not dead. She is not dead. But he's blaming me for everything.
Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Oh god. I'm not... Oh no. Okay.
My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done.
God, this is horrifying.
It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more.
Is Maya dead?
Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Don't tell me Maya is dead. Do not tell me that Maya is dead. She is not dead, I'm telling you. Maya is not dead. Okay, we're going to the trial. Okay, we'll do that another time, though. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here because we need to get out of here. Lord, this has been a case, hasn't it? So many ups and downs that holy, my brain hurts so much. Did anyone see that twist coming? I mean, we kind of, okay, I kind of figured that maybe, what is it? I kind of figured that maybe Iris and Dahlia were twins. But I was like, no, they wouldn't do that, would they? They wouldn't say that they were twins. But nope, I was proven wrong. They really went there that they were twins. Okay, so I did kind of see that coming. I did not expect Dahlia to be dead, though. I don't think any of us did. So, the fact that they really went like, oh yeah, Dahlia's dead, and I'm like, and I was like, oh. Because then it puts it in perspective. If there was two Irises, that means someone was channeling Dahlia. So I was like, oh no, this is worse. And now Morgan Faye's involved, and Maya could possibly, I'm not going to say she's dead. I'm holding out that Maya is still alive. Maya is not dead. You hear me? Maya is still alive. But the fact that Morgan is involved, and then Pearl is involved, I'm like, the poor child. Oh God, like, there's so much happening. But also, Mystic Misty had a sword in her staff, and she didn't use that to protect, like, I guess, like, maybe some, like, obviously whoever was Dahlia stabbed her with it. But why couldn't Mystic Misty save herself? What happened? Oh God, this is a lot to take in. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but wow, a lot's happened in one case, and I don't know how I feel about it. So you guys, this is gonna be really interesting to see how it all plays out. So we'll see how that turns out, you know? Okay, so I will be back on Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m. and we'll keep going with this case as long as we can. We have to stay on this case. I am not gonna rest until this case is over. I am playing each part of the episode until it's deep to be continued part. We are sticking to this case to the end. Okay, so Tuesday, 7 o'clock. I'm back here. I'm back here at 7 o'clock, and we're gonna keep doing this. Okay, so until then, guys, thank you for coming in today. Thanks for watching this stream. If you want, follow me here on Twitch or follow me on my Instagram. I always say I'm gonna go live on my Instagram, and you can follow me on my other social media. I also have a Twitter. I should make. I'm thinking maybe I should do Twitter only for this, because I do have my main Twitter, but I don't really use it that often. But maybe I should do a Twitter for this channel. I don't know. I'll think about it. And then, yeah, follow me on TikTok. Follow me wherever you find my social media. And always follow me here on my Twitch channel, because that way you can see when I'm going to go live. I always have my schedule on there, and it's fairly accurate, like 99.9% accurate. And if something happens or I have to take a stream off or I have to cancel it, it'll always show when it's going to be canceled, because I usually don't announce when I'm going to cancel my stream to my Instagram. So always come back here to be sure. So until then, guys, thank you so much for coming in today, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. Bye!